Okay, so I just went through a breakup. It is like 2 weeks old. We were in a relationship for like a little over 2 months, and it was long distance. So like, there were some hardships from the get go. But friend of a friend like met him through her. So I was like, okay, trusted individual. Ended up like love bombing the hell out of me. The first like 2 weeks I went to his place, North Carolina, and it was great. And then he went abroad because like his family is abroad. Went abroad, things were like really weird while he was abroad, like really weird. Comes back like 3 weeks later, or like 2 weeks later, and came to Knoxville, see me and my family and whatnot, and he absolutely hated it. And he like was very like, he was telling my family, he was telling me, he's like, I hate Knoxville, I don't want to come back, like blah blah blah. It's like, okay. And then ended up like, it kind of just like phased out in a sense, to where it was like something was just off, like really off. And then July 31st, like, I'm very open, but July 31st is like my dad's like death anniversary, and he broke up with me on that day. So just like no heart, no soul, no whatever. But like right now I'm going no contact with him, and I have been for about like a week and a half or so, and it's great. But I'm just trying to like get past that and like open myself back up to the possibility of finding someone, but it's also like very soon. I'm not like looking, but I just kind of wanted advice on like how to go about that breakup process and like finding myself again and distracting myself from those thoughts, because obviously I feel like in a breakup you think so much about the positives, and like in the beginning it was great, but like how do I not so much focus on the negatives but focus on what I deserve?
Yeah, I mean, breakups are difficult. Even if the relationship was short, even if it ended badly, it's still difficult. I would say that you need to focus on every single area of your life at the same time. So don't go all in on one thing and neglect other areas of your life. Like, make sure that you're hanging out with your friends, your social life is on point. Make sure that your physical health is on point. You're going to the gym and going on walks every day. Make sure that you're like doing something to progress yourself in your career. You kind of just need to stay busy, and you need to take a lot of time to just spend with your friends mainly. Like, when you leave a relationship, you actually like can get like a new appreciation for like the other people that you weren't able to put as much time into that you were while you were in your relationship. So like, during breakups, you have to lean on your friends a lot.
Yeah.
You just do. And they're gonna want to like be there for you and do stuff for you. And then you also need to like try new things, like put yourself out there in like another way. Like, if it's too soon to put yourself out there with dating, try like going to like a new class, like learn how to like box, or learn how to like,
oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, learn how to do something like new, like a new challenge. That's going to like, because you're going to kind of like learn things about yourself, and you're going to develop in ways, and pretty soon you're going to like not even be the same person that your ex knew. And when you're kind of
That's
like
true.
When you're like pushing yourself and you're developing yourself, you're going to detach from who you were in the relationship, which is going to help you detach from him.
Yeah. What do you have to say about like if he does reach out again? Like, what do I do? What's that situation like?
You have to honestly have enough discipline to not respond, and you have to have enough discipline to make sure that any like emotional manipulation he uses to try to get you to respond, you don't fall for it. Because you guys didn't date for a long time, but the fact that he disrespected you, your family, and something that's like that you've been through that's like really shaped you in life, that's like not forgivable. So this person doesn't deserve any access to you. So the only way he'll ever actually gain respect for you is if you don't let him have any access to you. He's not gonna, if you ignore him, he's not gonna get mad. He's gonna feel bad about himself.
Yeah.
if you respond and like you try to give them something and you try to like take the high road, taking the high road is actually just like leaving it in the past.
Yeah, he did, like, he messaged our friend that is, like, mutual, the whole reason we, like, met, and he was like, yeah, I'm seeing that, like, this is all my fault, like, I'm just a shitty person, and, like, the whole reason he broke up with me was because of long distance, and he, like, didn't want to do that. He wants to move to London, like, post-grad and stuff, and I just, like, I get that to a certain extent, and I get how long distance can be hard, but I'm also, like, there's certain aspects of long distance that can work if you truly love someone, and I feel like a lot of it was like the physical asset of like needing to be with that person 24/7 and like other things physical, to where it's like that's the only thing that really affects like long distance relationships, and like if you don't want them. And so I kind of felt like I was being used in a sense of it, like being like when I was in North Carolina, I was like a little peg on his shoulder, and he loved it because I was like in his life, but it's not that he wanted to be in mine, if that makes sense.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you're with someone that's love bombing you. People that love bomb you, and like if you like fall into something that's like really quick and really passionate and crazy, it can feel good. But the reason why people do that is because they're trying to get you to emotionally invest in like your highest capacity, not because they like want to give to you, because they want you to give to them, and they know that the least amount of effort is to love bomb you at the beginning, get you super emotionally invested, sell you a dream on what your relationship could be. You're sold, you're in it. Now they don't have to do any of the work is done, and now you get to be like their little sidekick and, you know, do anything they want, you know?
Yeah.
So I would say like, because you guys are long distance, like I think the breakup is gonna be relatively easy. It's still very fresh, but like you're not gonna wonder, because like he's not like down the street, you know, from you. You could go see him. Like
true.
It's just done, you know. So
yeah,
I think the breakup, there isn't a ton of lessons. I think what you need to do now at this point actually is moving forward. Like, what about this guy did you miss from the beginning, right?
Yeah,
because he was never someone,
there was a lot.
He was never someone that you should have like introduced to your family. You know
yeah.
what I mean? So that's what I would focus on actually, because I think the breakup, I think you're gonna be like okay. I think like pay attention to what the red flags were, what you missed, what you ignored, so then that way like in the future you don't go through it again.
Yeah, that's true. I've been trying to like I did like a pros and cons list, and there were a lot of cons, and so it's like I definitely need to recognize that from the get-go and like make sure that when I am ready to get back into a relationship, you know, just seeing that from the start. And also like him meeting my family so quick and so soon, like it did feel good, because I was like, oh, he was love bombing, and like I didn't recognize that, and so I thought like, oh, he's like the one, you know. But it's like my family is like sacred to me, like I love them so much and they're my world. And so it's like realizing that guy didn't deserve that, I need to see like what guy does truly deserve that.
Yeah, look, you know, I'm from the South too, so I know what it's like, you know, when you introduce someone to your family, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would just go back to like vetting someone for longer. Like, you know, guys can hide their true intentions for a month, 2 months, 3 months. They can't longer than that. You're just gonna start seeing a pattern, and they're gonna not be able to like keep it up, you know. So what I would do is like in the future vet someone for longer, and like don't rush into anything. Like obviously don't like hold back if someone is super into you, but you have to make sure that like your emotions are still like steady, right? Even if someone is throwing everything at you, telling you we're gonna get married, I love you, all this stuff, whatever they say, make sure you're still like centered, take things slow, right? And I think you'll find too that guys that try to move fast, not just with hooking up, but with like relationships too, if they're moving fast with anything, that needs to be like a red flag in your mind.
Yeah.
When a guy sees a future with you, he's not going to be in a rush. He's going to want to like build it.
That's true.
Guys like
do you think things. One of the things about our relationship that was like a big red flag towards the start, but I kind of like pushed it aside thinking about it, was our timelines were very different. So like his main goal for like the next 5 years of his life is to like go to master's school, all this stuff, and like mine is like to, you know, progress into a relationship, have kids, like start a family. And he was like very against that, like, oh my god, I'm not gonna have kids till I'm like 35. And I was like, I'm not having kids when I'm 30, like, or like I want to have kids before I'm 30. And so do you think that that is something going into a relationship too that I should be more like weary of, or is that something that can kind of change over time with someone that you like really love?
Yeah, I think a lot of guys, there are certain people that like have already planned their life out, and like they know that at this time they're gonna do this, and that. But I do tend to say that generally speaking, when people are in love, they like will break all the rules. So like, you know,
That's true.
a lot of guys, when they say I'm not looking for this right now, you can put at the end like with you.
Yeah,
Right?
that's true. I like that.
Yeah.
Great advice.
But
Well,
yeah,
thank you.
yeah, you got it, Abby. Good talking to you.
Bye.
Bye.